Hey guys, my name is Celia Gary, and this is Celia Gary Q&A. I'm Celia Gary. Q&A with Celia Gary. Ow! Ow! Just stepped on a freaking pine cone. Gosh.
You ask the questions, and I'll answer the questions.
Hey guys, what's up? I am Celia Gary, and this is Q&A with Celia Gary. I'll be asking, wait. You ask the questions, I'll be answering your questions. You know, like a basic Q&A kind of thing. Questions that people want to know the answers to. You know, that kind of thing. So, yeah, so, questions. Let's get to the questions. Okay. Question number 1. What do you think of Mike Denny? I thought this was going to be like all about music, but I guess I didn't specify, so I'm going to answer it. I think Mike Denny's pretty awesome. He's a pretty funny guy. He's kind of awesome. Yep. 2. Who are your main influences? I like to say any band or musician that I've ever listened to that I've enjoyed or been inspired by. That could have been some of my favorite bands and musicians, and also a combination of maybe things I've heard that I may have not necessarily liked, but maybe I liked a certain element of their sound or something that they experimented with. So I think that it's a really hard question to just narrow down into like one specific answer. My favorite bands are like the Beatles and the Strokes and M. Ward, Sharon Van Etten, Fiona Apple, Norah Jones, Feist, Cat Power, Radiohead, Spoon, Edward Sharpe and the Magnetic Zeros. So, you know, there's just so many. It's just really hard to like narrow down to just one question, but maybe that helps. Maybe I helped answer that question. Question number 3. Do you feel like the current state of downtown Augusta is a productive climate for talent or a counterproductive climate for local talent? That's a pretty good question. I think for local talent that we're talking about here, that it's pretty productive. There are a decent amount of venues. There are a few different festivals, and you know, there's a decent scene too with some very talented and dedicated musicians. So if you are looking to incorporate yourself into a local music scene, I think it's productive. I think that it's a productive climate and there's enough people who are dedicated to their craft. So locally, I think it's productive. I'm kind of to the point where I'd like to start taking the next step, and I kind of have already started taking the next step and becoming more of a touring artist. And obviously, if you're touring, you're not in one city, so if that's something you're looking to do, I don't think that there's one place you really need to be. So Augusta is great for me. everyone's been pretty supportive, and I'm also slowly been able to make the touring thing happen too. So hopefully that answers your question. Good question. 4. If you could sing a duet with the singer of your choice, who would you pick and why? Well, I'd have to say there's a tie. There's 2 artists that I love and I would totally dig to like collaborate with or do a duet with. Either Sharon Van Etten or M. Ward. I love both of those musicians, and if I had the chance to do a duet or collaborate with either of them, that would be so freaking awesome. I can't even explain to you on this video how awesome that would be. So, yeah. 5. What song out there do you wish you had wrote? I'm always like, That's a really tough question though, because there are so many different songs and oh my gosh. How about I go with Home by Edward Sharpe and the Magnetic Zeros? I'm a huge fan of that song. I think it's awesome, and I guess I wish I had written that song. 6. Would you rather fight 100 duck-sized horses or 1 horse-sized duck? I'd personally rather not do either, but probably 1 horse-sized duck, because that's only one thing I'd have to kill. I don't want to kill too many things, so yeah. 7. Where do you draw inspiration from when writing songs? Well, I do have to say that every song that I write comes from within, like something personal or something that I can relate to or I have gone through. So it comes from within. I draw inspiration from things that matter to me or affect me. 8. Would you be in my band? Well, let's see here. I've already got all these different projects that I'm working on, to be honest. I'm gonna have to say no, but I really do appreciate the offer. But no. Number 9. Number 9. Number 9. Yeah? Number 9, you want to be a part of it? Okay. Oh, how perfect. Number 9 is, have you ever written a song about your cat? Well, cover your ears. No. I haven't. Well, I've tried. But honestly, no words can describe my love for my kitty. It would have to be probably a symphony, a large symphony. Probably minimum 30 to 45 minutes long, and there would be no words. It would just be like instrumental. Number 10. Woo! Does any of your spiritual beliefs come out in any of your songs? I'd have to say yes. I mean, probably very subtly. You know, my spirituality is very important to me, so I'm sure that, maybe not in every song, but there's probably some songs that it definitely leaks out into. And songwriting is a way for me to express who I am, to the world and for other people to connect with that. And so I'm sure that some of my beliefs and some of my ideas and, you know, some of my experiences definitely leak through my songs, and that's the whole point. So, yes, that's a really good question. I like it. So, that wraps up Q&A with Celia Gary. If you watched it, you learned something. Yes, I hope you learned something new about me. And, yeah. So if you have any more questions, just leave them in the comments below, and I will make another video. And if you don't have any questions, awesome. I must have done a really good job on my first video, so cool! Woo! Okay.